From one hard man on the screen to a hard man of Australian politics, Bob Catter was on Sky News this morning, where he faced some tough questions about his controversial national defence proposal. And I'm not making this up. He wants to arm Aussie kids.
How would that work? What age would they get a rifle?
Yes.
What would they...
Well, I know, I'm intimately familiar with this because that was the way it was when I went to school. As a kid at 12, I was handed a giant 303 rifle as big as I was.
Yeah, that was Bob Catter there. Was that? And it was my phone going off as well.
We all panicked then too.
I thought Bruce Willis was calling me. Anyway, back. This is a whole journey, this one, because host Tom Connell. So Bob Catter wants to arm Aussie kids, OK? And he says that when I grew up, we all had guns. Well, Tom Connell tried his best to fact-check Bob Catter, but Bob wasn't having any of it.
So every
when
kid
you
in
went to
Australia,
school, every kid in Australia was not handed a rifle.
every kid in Australia had a rifle, and it was in the school armory, locked up in the school armory.
Every
And it was a
kid
combat
in
rifle.
Australia.
Every kid in Australia.
I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah, I think Tom's found himself at Christmas talking to the crazy uncle there. By the way, I set my alarm for 7:06 a.m. And to my PT trainer, that's why I missed the appointment. Anyway, but clearly, lots of things going on about it. Stay with it, Pete. Stay with it. Maybe Brownie. This is my Logies clip, surely. Anyway, clearly, Tom's not convinced, so Bob decided to provide some clear context as to when exactly this was.
Well, you know,
We're talking about
17 years after, what's that right? 15 years after. No, that's not even right. 13,
Melbourne,
12 years
government,
after
private.
the Second World War.
The boomers had it easy. Free housing and free guns. It's amazing. And if you're thinking, hang on a sec, Bob's talking out of his arse here, I bet there's not much policy detail. Well, you'd be wrong. Bob's got a very clear plan about how this would work.
What age would they be getting a rifle and what would they be doing with it?
They would be 13 and they would be trained to use that rifle.
What, are you going to build a firing range at the school?
There is a firing range right in the centre of Sydney, actually.
Be very busy with every school having...
That is correct. That'd be working 24 hours a day, every day of the year. That's absolutely correct. And that's where we want to go.
OK. At this point, I don't care if the kids are armed as long as Bob isn't. To be honest.